Good morning. Today we're going to work on two activities. One of them is where we're going to do some cutting, and then we're going to practice some letters. First, for cutting, I want the kid to practice a few different lines, like straight line, curves, zigzag. You can ask your kid to draw 3 dots on one white paper. You can even ask them to stick stickers if you have. And then the kid is gonna draw a line from the dot and try to make it as straight as he could until the end of the paper. Then we're gonna have them draw a curve. And then we're gonna do a zigzag line. If you see that your kid is having trouble making these lines, you can draw them for them. Then I want the kid to cut the line, but they need to finish at the dot. You think the dot is too small, you can make it a little bigger for visual purposes. And then make sure the kid is holding the paper with holding the paper with the hand that they're not cutting, and ask them to please stay on the line. Like, they need to have that visual on the line in order to cut the line well. See how they need to move the paper around when the line is not straight, or they have to move the hand, but usually it's better if they move the paper around. Okay, remember, they need to finish at the dot. They cannot go beyond. And then ask them to cut the zigzag line. There we go. The other thing, like, we can do either with stickers or with the marker, they can draw 5 more dots and ask them to make a box around them. So in this, they're gonna use this the ruler for that, and they need to make a box around all the dots. And then in between, and then ask them to cut first the long lines. Again, make sure they're looking at the lines. And then they can cut the metals. This is a very good activity for visual motor and to keep their eyes on the task. Please, when they cut, send me a picture. Post the picture on their classwork on the Google Classroom website, so I can see like how they did. The other thing we're gonna work on is letters. I want to focus on the size of the letters. Basically, the lowercase letters have 3 sizes. Some of them are small, like the letter A, like the letter C, because they just go from the middle to the bottom. Then we have the tall letters like B and D and F that go all the way from the top of the line to the bottom line. And then we have the descending letters, which is G, J, P, that goes under. So I want to make some boxes for them to give them some visual so they can figure out the size of the letter. So for example, when we practice letter lowercase a, I'm gonna make a little box so they can fit the A inside, but make sure they're touching both lines and the letters are not just floating around. Then for the letter B, I'm gonna make a bigger box, taller, so they can fit all the letter. And then for the descending letters, the box is gonna go under the lines. So for example, if they do letter J, they need to go under. So I would like you to practice all the letters with them. You can do them in order. You can even give them a visual model of the letters to practice. But if you can, please make the boxes so they can have that cue about the size of the letter. If you don't have 3 lines, you can just do it like if it's small, you do it from the middle and like this. Just imagine that you have that 3rd line there. And again, please, like if you practice this with the kid, send me a picture of their work so I can see their progress. Thank you very much.